Hey, welcome back to Training Tuesday. I am Suzanne Castle, your Chief Sparkler. Today, we're going to be diving into a crucial topic for all you small business owners, your entrepreneurs, you multipreneur unicorns out there. We're going to be talking about math. And this is math to check your data, to check your stats, to help you activate for action, to choose the right strategy for your business, because it all comes down to mathing, to data mining, to tracking. So if you're ready to take those business decisions to the next level, I want you to stick around and take a look. So let's get started with understanding the data, what you should be paying attention to. So let's imagine you're running a small coffee shop. Maybe you're a startup tech online thing. Maybe you've got an online store. Maybe you're some kind of coach or consultant. Whatever it is, you actually have data. Now, this data could include things like sales numbers or website traffic, your social media engagement and analytics, customer feedback, and more. There's all these different things that you can track. So the first step is to figure out how you want to be gathering this data consistently. So you want to be in a system, some kind of process that makes sure that you're tracking the key metrics that are important for you, that align with your business goals, your brand, the way that you show up in the world. And that's going to be different from person to person, right? So for instance, if your goal is to increase sales, you want to be tracking your daily, your weekly, your monthly sales figures, also your click rate on your website, and how your click rate if you're doing ads. If you're aiming for better online engagement, though, because you want leads, let's say, you want to be really monitoring your website visit, your social media interactions, your DMs, how people click on a newsletter. So see, these are different kind of strategies. So let's talk about the math that can help you analyze this kind of data. You don't need to be a math genius. And believe me, I am not. I don't do math at all. But there's some basic arithmetic, there's some apps you can use, and there's some simple formulas that will go a long way. So one of the first most important calculations is knowing average, right? We heard about this when we were growing up in school. I didn't think it was ever important, but let me give you an example. If you want to know your average monthly sales, let's say, you add up the sales for each month, and then you divide by the number of months. Easy breezy, right? So what it does, it gives you a baseline. So if at your average per month is X, and over a couple of months you see that rise or you see that fall, now you can compare and figure out what's broken. It may not be the product. It might not even be in your messaging. It may be you're timing your messaging wrong. Maybe you need to shift when you offer that particular product. Maybe you didn't talk about it enough. Maybe you don't have enough emails. Maybe you need to bundle it with something else. Do you see? All these different things go into the mathing that helps you understand what's happening. And another useful metric is your growth rate. Very crucial here. So let's say you had $10,000 that came in last month. Maybe that was sales. Maybe that was closing a contract, whatever that is, $10,000. Okay. And that was last month. But this month, right? It's almost the end of June when I'm recording this. And this month it's 12,000, right? Your growth rate then is 12,000 minus 10,000 divided by 10,000 times 100, which is 20%. Replay that if you don't understand what I just said. Okay. When you know your growth rate, you're growing at 20%. That helps you understand how quickly your business is expanding. And if your business is expanding, you know what to be spending resources and capital on, and when to bring on team members, or how to be shifting messaging. And if your business is shrinking, same thing. How can I cut my expenses? Where can I get a little more lean? It is really important to understand how to analyze your data. So let's say you've crunched your numbers. Now, using all of that, what my specialty is actually helping people make data-driven decisions in a creative way that helps them align their inner values with their external actions. So let's say that your average monthly sales are, I don't know, let's say $10,000. Okay, let's use that same easy math because again, I don't really do math, right? So easy math. So you've got $10,000. But last month, let's say, right, you only made $8,000, not $8, $8,000. This could be a red flag that something needs to change. It also might not be a red flag. So you need to understand. So how do you do that? First, you want to be looking for a pattern. You want to be looking for trends in your data. For example, are there certain times of the year when your sales dip? For example, a lot of entrepreneurs see the summer slumpiness. People are traveling, they're going on vacation. People, because of that, they're not spending as much money on other things. Maybe they're taking more breaks from work. They're at a slower pace. Once it gets to the end of August or September, they're ramping up for the end of the year. They're spending their budget money, etc. Do you see? You need to understand it might be a time of the year issue, a seasonal issue. It might be that there's a specific thing that used to do really well, and maybe it's not going so well now. Maybe it's not performing anymore. Maybe you need to shift it. Maybe you need to rejudge it a little bit. Maybe you need to bundle it with something else, or maybe it just needs to sit on the shelf for a while. So perhaps it's time to reevaluate your inventory. Maybe it could be your marketing strategy. Maybe you're not on the right channel. I see a lot of people just on everything, right? And it waters it down. So maybe what you talk about on LinkedIn needs to be a little bit different than Instagram, which it does, by the way, or vastly different than Facebook. Maybe you're a big TikTok person. Maybe you're really going after short form video. Maybe Pinterest is your jam. So understanding how all of that works and the patterns and the trends and what works for you allows you to be proactive and not reactive. And this is one of the things I tell my clients all the time. So many of us, especially in the small business entrepreneur world, make reactive decisions. So we're always like feast or famine. We're always kind of feeling that panic. We get a lot of anxiety when we're not closing, when no one's seeing, etc. Being proactive means looking at your numbers, shifting just even 1% of strategy to see what happens, and then giving it time to work. So when you use your data to identify problems early, you can adjust your strategy accordingly. And that is being proactive for sure. Now, to make this all easier, let's talk about some tools to help you, okay? There are plenty of tools out there that can help you analyze your data. There are apps, etc. So you could use something like Google Sheets, for example. I'm a Mac person. I use the entire Mac platform like Numbers. These are great for basic calculations, creating charts, letting you do that. AI has been brilliant for this. There's a lot of new AI tools out there. If you really want some advanced analytics, you might consider software like maybe QuickBooks for financial strategy. I literally run all of mine on a number sheet, right? It does great. Maybe you need to be looking at Google Analytics for website traffic. Maybe depending on how you're doing your social media, you need to be looking at those tools, so engagement. All of them have their own platform. You just need to understand how to use it. And if you're not going to use it, you need to find someone to come alongside you who will help you use it. Because ultimately these tools, they save you time and they provide you with deeper insights. They make it easier for you to see a big picture and make informed decisions. And that's what we're all about here at the Sparkle Factor HQ. So how do you activate for action? You're going to start by setting a clear, measurable goal based on your data. That's what this whole video has been about today, right? Maybe your goal is to increase whatever it is by 10% next quarter. You want to break it down in actionable steps like running a new marketing campaign, launching a promotion, speaking in front of a group of people, etc. Then regularly, you're going to review your data and then track your progress to adjust your strategy as needed. We talked about that. Be proactive, not reactive. Remember, the key here, especially for small business and entrepreneurs, is to stay flexible, to stay responsive to what your data is telling you, not what the data is telling the person next to you, by the way. Align your data with your alignment values and what you're trying to do in the world. All right, friends, that's it for today. I hope you found these tips helpful. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, wherever you're watching this, on LinkedIn or Facebook or Instagram, all the places. Hit the notification bell if you want to, so you don't miss any future updates. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. I'm Suzanne. Take care.